Hi there, friends. Welcome to Bewildering Studio. If you're new here, my name is Quill, and I do arts and crafts videos. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I created this Bodhi Leaf inspired incense holder. Now, if you don't know, a Bodhi leaf is from a fig tree, and in Buddhism, we believe that the Siddhartha Gautama prince sat under the Bodhi tree and he meditated, and then he became enlightened, and that is how he is the Buddha of our generation. So I've got basically a heart shape. It's same thing that you do when you're a kid. You just fold the piece of paper in half, trace a heart. And now that I've got that stencil, I'm going to be using this air dry clay. It's just the Crayola brand. It's about $6 at Fred Meyer. And I'm adding a little bit of water, and that's going to make it a little bit easier to mold. Here, as you can see, I'm making a circle and flattening it out. You're going to want to use some parchment paper and just like a regular kitchen rolling pin. And you are going to flatten it out until your circle is a little bit bigger than your heart-shaped mold or stencil, same thing. I think this is probably like 1/4 of an inch. Now I'm just pressing down that stencil that I made, and I'm going to take a toothpick and I'm just going to trace around it so that I've got something to work with. And I'm going to put a picture of a Bodhi leaf up here so that you can kind of see what it looks like. But they have a little bit of a jagged They have a jagged edge. So I'm making these little holes with my Q-tip. I cannot talk today. You can see what I'm doing. Toothpick. And I am just tracing that line that I made. And once I'm done making this, I'm going to carefully pop out the heart shape. When you're doing this, you're going to want to be kind of gentle. You're going to press down on the actual like main heart, and then you're going to just pull in tiny little sections all around that edge. And that's going to give it a really cool effect. Just carving out little pieces here. And it's totally okay if you mess up, if you have any cracks, because I mean the clay is wet, so you can always just use your fingers to like gently smooth it back down if you accidentally crack it or pull any pieces apart. That's okay. Now that I've got that all taken care of, I'm going to use my excess to oh, no, I'm not. Give me 1 second. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got to make the veins. So I'm just taking my Q-tip and tracing some lines. So now our shape is no longer a heart, but an actual leaf. And you can tell now. And then finally, once I'm all done, I'm going to take that excess clay and I'm going to roll it up in a tiny little ball. So as you can see here, I'm taking my Q-tip and I'm making a rough edge with that ball. That way, when I put some water and I stick it down on my leaf, it will stay connected when it dries and it's not smooth and just falls off. And I don't want this to be a total complete circle. I'm pressing it down gently and I'm making almost like a pyramid shape. I want it to be pretty geometric kind of. And once I get that all to my liking, I'm going to grab some spaghetti noodles. I'm going to take the spaghetti noodle and I'm going to make the hole where I want my incense to be able to sit. And I'm going to do this in an angle. So I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing by the camera. I'm not doing it straight up in the top. I'm doing it kind of from the side. That way my incense can lay kind of sideways and the ashes can drip down easier. And then I'll wait a couple days for it to dry. All right, it looks more white now. That's how you can tell that the clay is dry. And before I paint it, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Hi, my name is Quill, and yes, I am sponsoring my own video. Why? Good question. I'm pretty sure I owe Skillshare money. Shopify is just plain confusing, and I don't wear perfume, and I don't wear makeup, so here we are. The only thing I like better than teaching art is not having to buy my underwear at the thrift store. So if you don't want to see me wearing your grandpappy's knickers, go ahead and check out my eBay shop where I sell upcycled gifts. You can find something awesome for your friend or your grandpappy. So I've got that linked in the description below. Check it out after the video, and now let's get back to the tutorial. Painting is my favorite part. So I'm going ahead and I'm just doing this green color, and I am not going to totally fill in those edges. I'm just going to do it kind of nicely and leave some gaps because later I'm going to darken it. But the top part, I'm going to make sure that that's totally covered. I'm just using acrylic paint here. Now that I got that all done, I'm going to use a little bit of a darker green. I just mixed it with a little bit more blue. And I'm going to go fill in those gaps that I left. So it's kind of shadowy now. All right, I like how that looks. So now let's go ahead and fill in our veins with a lighter color of green. I think this is so cute. I'm basically just like filling in the lines where I had like imprinted from the toothpick. So my lines are pretty straight rather than if I would have just freehanded it. And I like that it gives it that texture. This is kind of like meditative. It takes a long time, but I love painting. It's a lot better than sculpting for me. It's just like I'm doing all the other steps just to get to this point so I can actually have fun. Now, after it's totally dry, I'm going to take it outside, and I am spraying it with this semi-clear gloss. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Super quick, just on the top and then around the edges. Unfortunately, it was kind of windy outside, so my bag flipped over and it pulled off some of the paint, but no worries. I'll just go ahead and fix that a little bit later. I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like. Again, I'm going to fix that later, so don't look at that part. But as you can see, we've got a cute little incense holder. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial for the little Bodhi Leaf incense holder, and let me know if you end up making it. I would love to see pictures. If you want to send me one on bewilderingwalls@gmail.com, I would love to take a look. If you have not yet subscribed and you're an art enthusiast like me, go ahead and click like and subscribe for this video. I really appreciate your support because I am trying to reach 10,000 gajillion followers by the end of 2025, and yes, my editing skills are still poop on a scoop, but I am working on it. So if you want to be an OG subscriber, go ahead and do that right now. I'll see you next time. Have an amazing day, and thanks for being awesome.